Hi guys, it's me, Jessica, for marketingforgreatness.com, the recovery attorney that turned herself into a forensic digital marketer, and now I help entrepreneurs and marketing teams to build brands and monetize it. Yes! As always, we love to feature amazing members of our Team Greatness community. Guys, go there, support their mission, share their content, and make sure that you join our Team Greatness community and win the chance to get featured as well. Well, welcome back in today's video. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought a lot about sharing this private information with you, but the more I thought, I realized that a lot of people need to hear what I want to share that has to do with my challenge, a huge obstacle, and how I use the exact same challenge and obstacle that shamed me for a very long time to increase conversions for the businesses that we help. So stay until the end, because in this video, you are going to get exactly what maybe is what you need. And I will say 99% of chance it is what you have been needing the most to drive conversions to your sales page. So stay until the end, and remember, sprinkle some love and subscribe, because that's the way that you can support our mission at Team Greatness, and we can keep creating content for you and for your tribe. Yes. So have you been wondering, why are you not getting conversions for your sales page or for your website? And I know the struggle, right? I mean, creating your website, creating your sales page takes a lot of effort and takes a lot of time. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, sometimes I get to a point where even for my own business, even when I am a marketer, when it comes to creating all of those sales pages, adding the testimonials, adding the copy, and it's exhausting, right? I mean, at some point you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I should just unmarket myself. But if you want to drive online sales, obviously we cannot miss one of the most fundamental parts of it, which is your sales page. So when we analyze sales pages, we analyze them with a total different lens than, for example, when we will analyze your social media. So what makes a sales page different from your social media, for example? Well, here's the thing. When people are engaging with your content in social media, they're not really actively consider if they want to buy from you. They don't have their credit card in hands. They're not really going to make a decision on the spot. Now, if you're driving them from your social media to their sales page, or if they arrived to your sales page because they had the intention to find the solution that you have to offer, you better understand what is it that activates the decision to purchase in the human behavior. So because of that, when we are considering how do we craft your copy for a sales page, is completely different than how do we craft your copy for your social media post. So one of the things that I would say prevented me the most for even market myself when I transitioned from being an attorney to being a marketer in the US. I don't know if you know my story, but long story short, I am from Puerto Rico, born and raised, and then it wasn't until I was 30 years old when recession hit our economy, and I was in the perfect storm working in the real estate mortgage industry. I was doing mortgages when the mortgage crisis hit our economy. So you can only imagine how horrible that transition was. So last thing I thought was that I was going to be qualified to start something in another country, not even to mention that I was going to start, speaking a new language that I was not comfortable with, but then speaking at a very high level to litigate and to defend people. I completely unqualified myself and said, there's no way that I will be able to dominate a new language in a very short time and get the bar, pass the exam and all of that. So I completely shut down my ability insecurities that I had that made me a very successful attorney. So when I think back, it was kind of silly, because actually this is a proof that they say that whatever it's making you feel uncomfortable about you, whatever you feel like you are ashamed on and you're like not even willing to share, that is actually the way that you will become successful. So this is a proof of that, the fact that whatever it is that you're thinking that, oh my gosh, I don't want people to know about it. So I felt very insecure about my ability to speak in English at a very professional level. Because of that, it took me 9 years. Oh my goodness, if you had told me that I was going to be doing this video today, back in the days when I moved, that I would not even be able to say a sentence without, having to go back and correct myself. I mean, I don't know if you guys speak both 2 languages or 3 languages. I know that some of you do, and you understand how it is when you're translating at the same time. It's not that simple. I'm super proud that after many hours of practice, many years of practice, I'm able to come here and shoot this video. And probably we now have about 2 or 3, hiccups, but hey, it's not that bad in comparison to where it was. Now, here's one thing that I just had no idea of: how my insecurities about speaking at a much higher level and dominating a language and the vocabulary at a much higher level, I had no idea that now this is my biggest strength, okay? So what I want to tell you is that when you are writing your sales copy, you need to be aware of a fact. Let me just tell you something. The average American is considered to have a readability level equivalent to a 7th, 8th grade, 12 to 14 years old. What? And I thought that I needed to have this Juris Doctor level of English to be able to communicate in English, to be able to write. Not to mention that if I wanted to sell, for example, weight loss or photography, or getting people to hire me to be their social media manager, I thought that I needed to have this giant amount of vocabulary. Oh my God, what a mistake. I paid so much money because I needed somebody always to do my sales pages and my pages that convert. So the pages that I do convert the most because they are in compliance with the readability level that people expect when they are trying to consider if they want to buy from you or not. Here is the fact. You should aim for a level of around 6th or 7th grade for maximum impact. Guys, read that one more time. Please, editor, put that one more time. You should aim for a level of around 6th or 7th grade for maximum impact. I actually took the time, and I want to look at my computer so I can actually read some of these words. I took the time to see, okay, so how exactly does a 12th grade level looks like? Okay, so I picked some words that I want to test you, and you tell me if you know what this means, because I don't. Anachronistic, adulation, hackneyed, convergence, spurious, florid, perfidious. For God's sake, perfidious, what the heck does that mean? And when I have seen sales pages from service-based professionals that they explain what they do and they explain what the results that they create in their clients, and I can't understand. Most of the times, my biggest results come from me experiencing their services, and I get to explain it in my very basic words that actually, again, as we found out, the very basic 6th or 7th grade vocabulary is what works the most when you use verbs, when you use nouns that everybody would understand. So clarity is important when you want to convey that trust and that persuasion. The more complex vocabulary you write when it comes to your sales pages, the further you will get to seeing people making the decision to buy from you. In other words, again, if you want want to increase conversions, you might want to check if your message is clear, it's basic, and is readable. Google the concept of readability, okay? Google actually has sent in their guidelines that they are actually measuring the level of readability to every single page that you write. We have shared other videos here talking about the tools that can help you to increase your search engine optimization and rank better in Google. If you use one of them, which is SEMrush, it actually evaluates your readability, and you'll be able to see if your level of writing it is optimum for your target audience. So now you know. What have you learned from this video? I'm looking forward to read your comments, because this is something that it's so powerful. And here's the thing, once we fix your level of writing to accommodate the level of readability for your audience, the other thing that is very, very powerful to increase conversions is when your message switches from telling people what they need and explaining why they need it versus switching to the writing copy that tells them why you want this. Okay, Science of Persuasion has a lot of research that supports that people make the decision of buying not because they need something. People make the decision completely on emotions. So when you want to activate those emotions, you want to activate telling them, hey, this is why you want it. So if your copy has words that refer to they needing something, stay away from that. Don't market saying, oh, I work with these people who need this, who need that. People don't buy what they need. People buy what they want. Now, here's the thing. If you are a consultant and if you're using a consultative selling process, yes, they're going to buy from you because you're going to explain why they need what you're telling them that they need. But this is completely different from the process that is used to ignite online sales, okay? And to give you a little bit more of context, what I'm referring to is in the difference between a consultative selling process versus a transactional selling process. Everything that I just said before applies when you want to ignite conversions online, which is not considering that you'll be talking to these people. Saying that if you are using a consultative selling process, your page where you're inviting people to book maybe a consultation with you should also be written in a way that is inspiring people to trust that when they book that call to talk to you, they're not going to be pressured. They're not going to be feeling like it was a waste of time, and they're not going to sign up to feel inadequate or to feel like, oh, it was just a waste of time. So you might want to use some of the transactional and e-commerce tactics that we use to increase conversions to ignite the booking call or to call us today, to ignite that action from the readers on your website. So I hope that this information helped you tremendously. And if you got tips, please share them in comments. Tell me what is the thing that you're going to be implementing right away. And if you got results, let me know, because that is just, it's amazing when I get to receive your feedback and your comments on how things, that we share here in our videos, we're able to ignite clarity and sales, and most importantly, the lifestyle that you're so much wanting to create, because there's a reason why you're watching content. There's a reason why you really want to work your business and you want to see your business succeeding, and I want that too. Okay, so bye for now. Remember, subscribe, sprinkle some love. I don't know what else to tell you, but bye.